Today on Wildlife Nation Expedition Florida, we embark on a giant adventure in the Sunshine State. First, we study an elusive Florida black bear. Our adventure continues with a serene voyage searching for the majestic manatee. And later, we travel down the beautiful Santa Fe River, where we encounter Florida's ultimate giant turtle.
It's heavy. That is crazy.
I'm Jeff Corwin. Wildlife Nation is dedicated to conserving the natural wonders of North America. And now, we're teaming up with the Miccosukee tribe of Indians of Florida to safeguard the vibrant wilderness of the Sunshine State. We'll explore this region's diverse landscapes and extraordinary creatures as we work alongside the passionate conservationists dedicated to protecting them. This is Wildlife Nation Expedition Florida. Today, we're venturing deep into the untamed habitats of Florida in search of its largest animal species. Like the American alligator, one of the last remaining giant reptiles that has roamed this planet for millions of years. Or the endangered Florida panther, a powerful and iconic apex predator. But our journey begins in the Everglades, where I'm teaming up with the Miccosukee tribe's wildlife team on a very unique and important mission to collar a Florida black bear.
This journey is all about trying to get this important information to protect the very elusive Florida black bear. But we struck gold because a mighty, brawny bear has found his way.
We've got a big boy stuck in the trap.
All right, so how do we want to do this?
I'm going to go up with one other person, put it to sleep, tranquilize it, and then we'll pull it out and start collecting data.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
So if you've ever wondered if they have ginormous black bears in Florida, there's your answer.
Do you think you could just move the egg, Jeff, and maybe pull his attention?
In this incredibly tense moment, we witness the bear's instinctual defense mechanism, marked by the distinctive chuffing sounds it makes.
You go this side again?
Yeah. Just distract him a little bit.
It's important to remember that once tranquilized and equipped with our data collecting collar, this bear will become a crucial participant in our conservation mission.
It's funny, he knows.
He knows. Yeah.
He knows it's you.
Do that again, Jeff.
Get it?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, let's go down.
All right.
After a few minutes, our bear appears to be asleep, so we gear up and move in. With utmost care, we ensure the bear's sedation is complete.
We want to make sure it's perfectly and safely sedated.
Then we carefully slide the bear from the trap, giving us the space we need to conduct our vital conservation research. This bear is enormous. We begin with a weight.
1, 2, 3.
380.
So, mission success. We have a very, very big bear. So much information to get. And what's so awesome is that it is perfect for one of these high-tech collars. We're gonna get this data. We're gonna move quick, get this collar on, and this amazing bear will feed us information to protect North America's most important river of grass.
As always, the team monitors the bear's vitals while we collect this important data.
So you can see what we've done is we've covered up the eyes. That's to protect the eyes and to, most importantly, cut off the stimulation to make this as stress-free as possible. But Greg, I'm noticing something peculiar when I look at the lower jaw.
Oh, yeah, look at that, eh? Looks like an old injury.
So I think this animal at some point busted its lower jaw. And it just goes to show you how tough they are, that they can survive out in this scrappy wilderness.
With an injury like that.
So we're gonna get that collar on. Greg, why is this work so important?
This work is so important because at one time bears were very low in number and they're making a comeback. And we don't know how they utilize the Everglades. And so this research is going to inform us what habitats are important to them with Everglades restoration.
What's so exciting about the black bear population of Florida is that it is increasing. What's kind of scary is that, as we've discovered, the Everglades is in trouble. More than 1,000 people move here every day, and as the human population increases, animals like this, they get displaced. So how do we find that balance? People get to enjoy beautiful Florida, and these incredible, iconic creatures can thrive equally as well. This research will determine that. It's kind of finding that balance of that it's loose enough that the bear, if it gains weight, it's not going to be too tight. At the same time, we don't want it so loose that a branch will get snagged in there and cause this animal any problems.
This here is like an electronic release.
Right.
So as soon as we finish the study, the bear's not, we don't have to catch him again. We can just automatically release it.
Which is really cool. It used to be you'd have a special type of metallic release that would have to corrode over time to pop. When this collar has lived its battery lifespan, it'll pop off, it'll send out a signal, a GPS signal, we'll retrieve it, and this bear will be no worse for wear. Now we're gonna get those critical body measurements, what we call the biometrics.
That includes full measurements, head size, tooth measurements, all sorts of data to give us insight into the mysterious wild world of the Florida black bear.
So we're ready to wake him up, guys. So if there's any last-minute data, let's collect it as quickly as we can, and let's get this boy back on his feet and into the woods.
All right.
We deliver the reversal so we can make sure it wakes up and continues its life in the incredible Miccosukee Everglades.
Hector, why do you think this work is so important?
This work is so important because it tells us as a tribe what we need to work on in the natural landscape of our home.
Craig, how important is it for the Miccosukee community to ensure that this species survives?
This is a very important cultural animal for the Miccosukee tribe.
It's about the legacy of the river of grass. It's about the people that depend on this resource and who are the stewards of today to ensure that this legacy survives for tomorrow. Awesome. Let's go.
Up next, we come face to face with massive marine mammals.
So that's Divine, and she's pregnant.
Today, I'm discovering Florida's giants, and that includes the threatened Florida manatee.
It is a glorious morning here on the pristine Silver River. I'm with Monica Ross, and she's a biologist with Clearwater Marine Aquarium, their research institute. Her passion, manatees. What are we going to do today?
Today we're going to go up the river and hope we will find some manatees.
Monica has some incredible technology aboard that we're going to use to better understand the connection that manatees have to this amazing ecosystem. So let's go find a manatee. Let's do it.
Let's go find them.
The goal of Monica's important research is to identify which manatees are drawn to these waters and why. By employing photo documentation and comparisons with other warm water refuges, she aims to determine the factors influencing manatee migration patterns. Her work is key to solving migration mysteries and guiding efforts to protect these amazing creatures.
One of them is named Osaka. I can tell because of the scar pattern.
So what's interesting, and we've seen this with a lot of the conservation research projects with manatees, is distinctively they have their own fingerprint, but unfortunately it's from boat strikes.
I'm not sure who the other one is. It's got a lot of scarring on the tail, so it looks like cold stress. They get cold just like we do. They'll start turning white, and pieces of them will actually fall off, just like our fingers will if you get frostbite.
Oh my goodness.
Parts of their tail will eventually die off because they don't have blood flow. All right, so go ahead and put this in the water just below the surface.
Okay.
And you can kind of point it towards the animal. And while you're pointing, very slowly go up and down and side to side.
So this is a great way to not only get underwater identification, but it also allows us in real time to assess the body condition, the health of this animal.
As we continue, Monica and I encounter numerous beautiful manatees.
So if you notice, he just turned to us. We
Right.
are 30 feet away, and he's already noticed us.
Each manatee reveals unique aspects for their struggle for survival.
I think what's so fascinating about manatees is their evolutionary journey.
One of their closest living relative is an elephant. So they actually are an animal that went from land back into the water.
So that's Divine, and she's pregnant.
Yes.
It's great to see that she's pregnant. She has another calf that's floating around. Gotta love manatees. Amazing. To be here in this moment, surrounded by manatees, they're healthy, they're feasting away, it gives you hope. But manatees face incredible challenges to survive. Right now, we may have lost 20% of our native population of Florida manatees. What are the struggles today?
Unfortunately, the primary thing today is the fact that the amount of food that they have in the wild has diminished. It's primarily due to some type of algal bloom that has caused the vegetation to die off. What's causing the die-off of vegetation is associated with human activity.
Without that food, these manatees can starve to death. They need to eat how much percentage of their body weight a day?
At least 10% of their body weight a day.
150 pounds of food every day. They are losing habitat, issues of pollution, and boat strikes. You take all that together, it's a lot of pressure on these animals. But thankfully, everyone is coming together as a team because Florida would not be Florida without the manatee.
Up next, we take a boat ride to catch and study reptilian behemoths.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of this thing.
I'm on a remarkable journey through Florida, discovering this state's wild giants. Now, we meander down the enchanting Santa Fe River and the Suwannee River Basin. I'm joining the Santa Fe River Turtle Project, a group striving to safeguard the astonishing and enormous Suwannee alligator snapping turtle for future generations.
So strategically, throughout this river system, we've positioned these hoop nets. Now, because they're alligator snappers, everything's over the top. Bigger nets for bigger turtles. They've been baited, they've sat overnight, but this is feast or famine. We either got turtles or we don't. And I'm seeing something very big. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the size of this thing.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. So, are we good? We unhooked?
Yeah, we can.
We unhook here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Man, it's heavy.
That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy. So there he is, my friends, and we think this is a young male. Behold the Suwannee River alligator snapping turtle. This is a unique representation of what makes this ecosystem so spectacular. And as you look at him, Jerry, you start to see the nuances, what makes him different, what makes him so special.
Well, the one physical feature we can see that distinguishes them from all the other alligator snapping turtles is at the back. This U right here, when you went to pick up the turtle,
Right.
you could put all 4 fingers there.
Right.
That broad U shape is something we only see here.
And any function for that you can think of?
Not that we know of.
But it's a very distinctive characteristic that tells us this is the amazing Suwannee alligator snapper.
Absolutely.
And of course, when they get this big, no predators messes with a big turtle like this.
Nothing.
Except I could think of one predator.
Humans.
But just an incredible species.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of data we need to get from these animals.
Yep.
They have an incredible story to tell. So we're gonna secure our turtle, hopefully, with some little guys to compare. But even more hopefully, we'll get that giant, that mega alligator snapper.
Perhaps our next catch will unveil new fascinating details of these magnificent river dwellers.
So this is a smaller one. Jerry, the males are bigger.
Yeah, every alligator snapper over 100 pounds is male.
Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna pull him in.
There we go.
So far, we're doing swimmingly with this Suwannee alligator snapper. We've had 2 traps, 2 turtles, 4 more traps to check. And yep, another one.
Oh, another marked one, too.
Wow, it's actually bigger. This is our biggest turtle so far.
Another big male. Yeah.
My friends, this is what Expedition Florida is all about. It is to tell the story of incredible creatures like this.
Our last 2 traps don't yield any more turtles, but today's adventure has been nothing short of extraordinary.
We got some beautiful specimens. One is ginormous. What's the plan, Jerry?
Now we're going to go back and we're going to take some really important data, and this is where the science really begins.
Coming up next, we'll dive into the ecology of these ancient river dwellers. I'm working with my good friend, Dr. Jerry Johnston, and his team from the Santa Fe River Turtle Project. Here, the remarkable Suwannee alligator snapping turtle is an ancient reminder of this area's rich natural history. We've captured gigantic individuals. Now, we're about to gather important conservation data from these incredible creatures.
So guys, it's this creature right here, the alligator snapping turtle, that really inspired my love for nature. Ancient species, they've been on Earth since before the dinosaurs. First thing we notice is if you look in the back, you can see these holes, and you guys did that as a mark and recapture, so you know who this is.
So it's an individual identification. Yep.
And of course, today we have microchips. If this animal doesn't have a microchip, it will get a microchip. But there's so many interesting things about the behavior and the life ecology of these turtles. First of all, once they hatch out of an egg, they have a long way to go before they can replace themselves.
15 to 20 years to reach sexual maturity.
So why does that matter? With many turtle species, that matters because that animal needs to be on this earth for up to 2 decades before it can actually be successful. And if that animal gets pulled out,
It's not replaced within our lifetimes.
if you remove a healthy adult turtle like this, it can take up to a century for that ecosystem to replace that turtle. When you add up the chances that 40 eggs, one of them will become an adult and reproduce itself, it's got to win the turtle lottery.
This is a lottery winner.
Incredible. Big male. Something else is cool. If you look inside the mouth, imagine this sunken down like an anvil surrounded by vegetation. It becomes invisible, so it's an ambush predator. And if you look inside, you will see that little lure right above where the glottis is, where it's breathing in that tube for breathing. You'll see that enticing little invitation. How does that lure work?
It's basically an extension of the tongue that's essentially a fishing lure.
So it literally uses that perfect mimicry of a squirming worm.
Small fish will come to investigate, and when they get too close,
Goes in for a quick meal,
chomp.
gets its last meal.
We finish up with some more biometrics, including a weight.
94 pounds.
94 pounds. That is a mighty, mighty big turtle, but it could have another 60 or 70 pounds to go.
Definitely.
What are the threats that they face? What are the conservation concerns?
So there are multiple threats that these animals face, and they're all related to the activities of us, of humans. That gives us the power to actually help these animals. And the solutions in this case are really quite simple. If we were to just leave them alone, they're fine.
You protect this habitat, you keep it robust,
Yep.
dynamic, and resilient, this species will thrive for the next 5 million years.
Up next, we reveal a remarkable discovery with our final Suwannee alligator snapping turtle.
Incredible.
Yeah, this is great.
We're on a conservation mission with Dr. Jerry Johnston and his team from the Santa Fe River Turtle Project. We've had both a successful and memorable day capturing Suwannee alligator snapping turtles, each one providing unique insight into their mysterious world for this important conservation project. Now we're gearing up to study our final turtle, an older female.
So, Kim, what are you doing?
I am doing an ultrasound. We're actually looking to see if she's producing any follicles to prepare for breeding season.
So now is the breeding season, right?
Yep.
Just beginning right now.
Just beginning?
And we have follicles.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you see the little round balls?
Oh, wow, look at that. Those little balls, is that what we're looking at?
Yep, those little balls are follicles. So those will soon be eggs. So once she breeds, they'll be fertilized and will become eggs.
Incredible.
Yeah, this is great.
Every Suwannee alligator snapper counts. They all matter. The females, they're very valuable, aren't they?
This is where the reproduction happens. Like, the next generation comes from these individuals.
And this beautiful mama, she could be many decades older than us.
Guaranteed.
Incredible. What's next for these turtles?
Most important thing, they all go back home right where we caught them.
We have our incredible information towards conservation to ensure that this incredible creature, the Suwannee alligator snapper, survives for generations to come. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that.